Thank you for watching BlaXit. Please subscribe to our channel BlaXit, smash that like button and share everywhere.
BlaXit family, if you're new to BlaXit, BlaXit is all about your repatriation, relocation back to the Gambia. We are repatriationists. We left the UK and we came back here to live. We've been coming to Gambia since 2011 and we are repatriationists. So we try and help you to make that all important relocation back to the motherland. Very important. And we are on the smiling coast of West Africa. So BlaXit family, I wanted to share with you some information because there's a lot of misinformation that's been put out online and it's important that we clarify situation. So I wanted to also destroy some misconceptions around buying land and about what clearance is and what not clearance is and what tax clearance is and when tax clearance happens. So firstly, the first point that you purchase land is with your Alcalo transfer if you're buying customary title. Now I've explained before there are different types of title and that you can get your land title when you purchase your land. So one of the misconceptions was that someone's got to pay all of their GRA before they can sell the land. That's not quite accurate. Many estate agents, and I must say I've dealt with some brilliant estate agents that are all legitimate, upstanding and excellent people to work with and for, and I've interviewed quite a few really excellent estate agents and land developers, and so I haven't really got a bad thing to say about them. I've really had a good experience with Mr. Jallo. So yeah, and everybody's got their processes and they do it in their own time, notwithstanding the fact that, you know, last year we had a heavy rainy season, so it did actually delay a lot of the demarcation and also plot allocation and all companies have to go through this process. They go through clearing of the land, then they go through demarcation, and then they go through a plot allocation, and then after that you can go through your own processes, and one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the GRA, which is capital gains tax. This is an area of contention, so I just wanted to clear it up. Now if I own an asset, the government, which is the Gambian government, and you can check it, you can go onto the GRA website, states that you must pay your GRA within 15 days of disposal of the asset. And so 15 days within disposal of the asset. So if I own this whole piece of land, and let's just say it's broken up into 100 plots, by the time I've sold the 100th plot, I've got 15 days in which to settle my GRA capital gains. Now if I've got an installment plan which is already in place for the GRA, then I just need to commit to that, and many companies and many estate agents do. Now there are estate agents that differ with their services that they offer. Some estate agents, they only do fixed price, fixed plots. They don't offer mortgages, they don't offer variable prices, and they don't offer different types of plots, i.e. commercial, residential. So every agent, you know, operates differently. Some estate agents, they actually go all the way to build. They'll build your fence, they'll build your house, and not just sell you a plot of land. So it varies. So I've seen a lot of broad sweeping statements. All I've got to say is that there are so many shades of grey in this, is that we shouldn't really make them because it can be potentially harmful and dangerous to make them. And, you know, sometimes people say things, but it's not worth, you know, repeating unless you've done your own research. And so I was able to do my own research, and I think it's important for each and every one of us to do our own research when buying land or moving to another country. I've always said that, and I stand by that. So to put it in a nutshell, you go and you've seen, okay, I like this piece of land. Yeah, you might have seen it on, for example, BlaXit, but you've decided that you want this piece of land by the sea, for example, by Gunjur. And you say, Julia, I'd like it. Have you done your due diligence? Yes, I have. I've checked that the land is clean. I've checked that the land is clear. The owners are the owners and they're free to sell the land. That's fine. What happens then? Yeah, what happens then is that the person who's purchasing the land, which isn't me because it's an estate agent that I'll be working with, would have acquired that land. He would have gone and done his own documents and his own sketch map and done his own clearance to make sure that the land is clear and clean, and then he would have done his own registration, and he would make arrangements to do his own GRA once all the plots are done. So that is generally the process. He'd pay his own local taxes and rates also, and then, you know, when we want to, we then will apply for our own independent fencing permits. So once you've got your Alcalo transfer, you will also want to do your plot map, your sketch map, which is with physical planning. You will then want to also do your clearance, which is also with physical planning, and then you will also want to go and to do your registration. After your registration and you've got all your stamps, you can then go and pay your taxes. So if you're in an estate and you're thinking, wow, you know, they're taking an awful long time to sell those plots, you can make an agreement for a dispersion. So that means that if I go and I pay the GRA, they pay their percentage, I pay mine. And so you can do that and get your GRA and then get your fencing permit, and then also get your building permit and complete the process. So there are other ways around it. You don't necessarily have to go that way around it. So you can go to the GRA website for the process, and also I've done about 5 videos on land processing so that you can see. So just to make sure that you're clear, there's different types of clearance. And so there's land clearance, which is making sure you know the usage of your land, so it could be residential, agricultural, etc. And then there's another type of clearance, which is your tax clearance, which is a receipt that you get once paid your capital gains tax. So I just wanted to be clear on that. And the capital gains tax can be paid in different ways, and there's also different tariffs. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to confuse you at this time, because I've already bombarded you with lots of information. So I just wanted to make that clear so you understand the process. And yes, your Alcalo transfer is your deed of ownership, your deed of title. That is your Alcalo transfer. That means you own the land. Okay, so I just want to make it clear, because some people have implied that your Alcalo transfer does not imply ownership. So but now with systems coming into place, new guidelines and new regulations, you know, you can now register your land. You pay 7,000 to the Echo Bank. I would advise using an agent because I think it's easier to get things done that way. You pay, and that's the range that I've seen for people who do your plot map, your sketch map, and your clearance. And local taxes will depend on the area that you're in, and also your GRA also depends on the area that you're in, because there's tariffs. So stay with me, and I've done a lot of talking in this one. And also just to let you know, we've nearly wrapped up the land raffle, so a lot of you would have got your tickets via email and via WhatsApp. We're still continuing. The last few should be done this week, and then we'll be picking the lucky winner. One nation, one Africa. Thank you, BlaXit family. Please keep watching. Remember, follow your dreams.
Emperor made this.
Purchase your tracks today.
Emperor made this.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.